Okay, I'm gonna watch some Italian league today. We got Verona versus Piacenza, two great teams. It looks like Kita did play in this game, but not much. It looks like Jensen Madskul played more. He started. It looks like he's a Danish right side. I don't know. It looks like Verona didn't play all their main guys like Mojic and stuff. Piacenza, however, they did. We got Brazard, the setter. We got Maar, the Canadian outside. Galassi, the middle. Simone. We got Romano. Looks like Piacenza played all the guys. I don't know why or yeah, I don't know what the deal is with Verona there, but it'll still be a good game. The guys on Verona are still beasts. Like whoever this guy is, it's Sani, and then whoever the other guy is. I don't know who he is. I don't remember what his name was. But I mean, like, still right here, like, these guys are pretty good. Sani, it looks like Verona played their backup right side, Jensen Madskul, who's Danish national team. Really, really good. Probably the best player in Denmark. And then their third and fourth outside, it looks like, which I don't know exactly who they are. Looks like Maar goes in the net here. And it looks like Simone kind of pushed him a little bit into it, but I mean, you got to be able to close as a blocker like that. Like, you got to be able to bump into him, but like, you can't just like rely on it. You can't rely on being able to bump into them because it'll definitely mess with them a little bit. And Romano, he's the Italian national team right side. Very good player. Brazard, I like watching Brazard play too because I feel like he is very good at finding solo blocks for his team. Like I feel like Jacheco is probably one of the best at it, but Brazard is also one of the best at it, and yet he's able to do some really physical, cool stuff. So Maar, he's cool. I listened to a podcast with him on it recently. He's a cool guy. He's a beast. He's expecting a child, which is cool. So Stephen Maar, if you watch this, congrats, bro. That's cool. He's a really good player, though. Canadian national team, Olympian. He's played with their national team for years and years and years. Very good. And I think he had some really good stats for this game, too. So keep an eye on him. This one's tough. I mean, this is a good choice by him. But, like, personally, I find it so difficult as the six-spot defender to cover this because I'm waiting for it to chop off the hands, and then you just dunk it past this guy, too far for this guy. It's a really tough spot to get. Like, it's just a little dunk over top of the block. Is that out of bounds? Oh, gosh. I think that's off the block right there. Yeah, and it's important when you're hitting the pipe to make sure that you're always hitting sharp. Oh, it missed the block, I guess. Never mind. But it's very important to always hit the angles and stuff because, like, right here, even if this guy's still pretty much on the ground, which is crazy, if you hit his hands, that's going down. Then you're getting blocked. Like, you gotta play smart. I'd rather hit the libero right in his lap than hit the blocker right in his hands. You know what I mean? Good stuff though. And I like Brazard going right back to him as well. Yeah, Jensen Madskul he's really good. He's a very good player. He used to be a lefty. He used to play at UCLA as a setter. Or wait, he still is a lefty. He used to be a setter, is what I meant to say. Um, Oops, he still is a lefty. Um, Look at this right here. Look at how Brazard squares himself up and just finishes his hands right to where he wants the ball to go. And just like it's a perfect ball, gives this guy a good opportunity to recycle it and figure something out. And then he has to go around this block here, or around this pole here. Probably should have just tipped it, but also Simone just kind of has to be aware that he's going around the pole and he's not available. If you don't hear someone calling it, then you shouldn't set them. That's which is I think it's hugely important for both sides of that too. Like the one person has to be communicating like, hey, set me, set me, set me. The other person has to be listening for that and paying attention to it. Again, another tip that I think is very hard to cover is the one that's like right in the middle of the court where those off blockers are down, they're not blocking, it's still like, oh, could they go for it, you know? That's definitely off his hands here. Good choice. It's a good swing. I don't know who this guy is. Jordan Ewert. Jordan Ewert, the American. Good for him. Good for him. I can't remember where he played in college, but he's a very good player. I wouldn't say he's as physically gifted as a lot of the Verona players, but I'd say he's very gifted in skill because he's a very good technical player. Yeah, and like I like Brizard. Brizard has really good awareness and like just flow for the game in these types of scenarios where like this ball's coming over. He probably could have swung at it, but he's trying to place it instead. But he's still, oh my gosh, what happened here? But like being aware of the play and knowing, okay, they're putting the free ball over. This is the only place. This is the only place that he can go. This is the only place he can aim. So why not? I mean, he probably should have swung at it, but like, why not try and put it over and score off of it? Just awareness of the game, just awareness of the angle and the only options that hitter has. Like that, and that goes for so many different situations. But let's see, who's the setter that they're setting? Oops. I think he's their normal setter. As far as I remember, he's a pretty good setter. He lets his players reach. He lets his players go the athletic, which I think is really cool. Jordan Ewert left alone with Romano. That's tough. Like right here, this just sneaks right under his right arm. And if he just presses a little bit more with that right arm, he probably gets that. And you want to be stable too. You don't want to be moving around because I feel like that also just kind of increases your chance of getting tooled just a slight bit. I don't like this dump. If you're gonna do it manly. Do it like a beast. Hit it hard. Oh, I wanted him to set Simone there, but again, like awareness. He's going to get people to jump, and who he gets to jump, he goes and sets Romano. So, that's good stuff. I love this play. Let's watch that one more time. Weird play. Do something cool out of it. Just because it's a weird play or a messy play doesn't mean you can't still put stress on the block and, like, kind of change what they're doing, and make them play into your hand, Brizard. Whew, hello. Almost hit the Jensen Med School there. Floater, nope. No float for you. Spin serve, this is Effie. Must be an Italian kid. This is a really nice reverse float here. Look at how high he contacts it. Look at how flat it goes. And he still has some pace on it too. And it's a really nice serve there. And like you'll ask all the pros, like they honestly do not like the reverse float. A lot of people really don't like it. A lot of people have trouble with it because they're expecting a spin and then they have to pass that float with their platform. I mean, personally, I pass almost all of the floats with my hands, so I mean, it forces them to pass it with their platform. I know a lot of men who really cannot pass a float with their platform yet, and that reverse float just like forces them to because they have to stay deep. I think the reverse float is a beautiful thing to have in your arsenal, but it has to be aggressive too. Like it can't just be a like a little pop. It can't be a little free ball. This one is kind of on the edge, but it's also like this approach. I don't think that he's ripping this ball. Look at how he's approaching here. Look at how he's approaching this serve. I don't think he's ripping this ball, so I can just stand up there and pass it with my hands. Like this run up and approach defeats the purpose of it. Okay? The purpose of it is to make it like force you to great tip right here. Great choice to tip right in the bucket. Right in between there. But yeah, it forces them to pass it with their platform and stuff if you're actually doing it at your peak and Like you want to make sure if you're doing reverse float, your approach is still the same. You're still hitting it high. You're still hitting it pretty good. You really don't have to add that much power to it too. But I've talked about this recently in another. So this one's better. Like the approach at least is way better. Like it looks like he approaches way better. Like at this point, I'm thinking okay, but then he breaks it off and it's not bad. But I think Stephen Maar kind of sees it and gets his hands on it. But then this right here, this is a good point right here with like hitting it deep. You don't want to hit it too deep. You want to drop it shorter and have it kind of just pop and be landing kind of shorter. Because then if it's deep like this, he can just take it with his hands and he's fine. And then it's just a normal float. So you want to kind of drop it short too. You should really just get a little bit of contact on it so it moves. Like take the spin away from it and boom, This is how they end it. Hey, nice. Nope. Jensen Meds. Yeah, I think his full name is like Jensen Medskul and I don't know, some Danish stuff. Danish is a very weird language. Don't worry about it, guys. Jordan Ewert, what a guy. I don't remember what college he went to, but I could probably look that up if you guys really wanted me to. But you could also look that up if you really wanted to as well. This is a tough one. He kind of gets it caught low here. But again, even though the set's not perfect, even though he's not hitting it at his peak, he's still trying to take it to an angle instead of just swinging straight to the 6, okay? And he's trying to kind of hit the gap in between these guys. And like, because he's going for the gap, and they see that, they're diving their hands into it. But even while they're diving their hands into it, they can't put up a stable, good block because they're both jumping sideways and stuff. So going for the gap on the pipe is a pretty decent option as long as you can see it. Like as long as you genuinely see it, and you're still taking it at a pretty good angle, But if you're just swinging away, not thinking at all, as I say all the time, that's not a good idea. That's not what you should be doing, It's a pretty good serve. Serve from the 6. Oh yeah. Now they're schmoving. A little dig by that libero, I like it. Kind of in rhythm. Setters, I feel like it's easier to set that ball when you're just taking a slight step back and then going with the flow. Like this right here is way better. Like I don't think he's floating until right here. This is when I realized that he's floating. Like I'm expecting a spin at this point, and then boom, he's trying to pass with his hand or his platform, gets caught high, and it's an okay pass. Yeah, you're gonna get some aces off of it for sure if you can drop it short enough and get really good contact off of it. But like it's also like just one that's gonna get them a bad pass. It's not gonna be a power serve that's gonna get a bunch of aces. It will get some aces, but it's more so just to put them out of system for sure. Good take by this right side here. And then you look at the options, you got Simone right here. That's his problem. You got the pipe right here. He's not going on a middle ball, obviously. So then he's here. It's a 3v3. And you see he goes into the net there. Which is tough. That's brutal. I think Brazard's just kind of missing his pipes kind of low right now. Maybe both of them are. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Freaking put this ball away. Bang. Yeah. Patience. Just waits for the ball to get to him and then just blasts it. Just hits it hard. Simone, what a guy. Greatest middles of all time. One of the greatest middles of all time for sure. No doubt. And this right here, like, I say this all the time, but like, this is such an important run to be able to just, okay, the pass is right here. Okay, I thought maybe, okay, if the pass was here, then I'd go right in front of you. But now since the pass is here, there's no lagging in it. There's no, like, second thought to it. He's immediately on that route. He's immediately on that behind you route, Beautiful. And it spaces the court out so much because spaces not real well because this guy is completely split. He's completely balanced. The entire court's balanced, and then he has to dive over and he's just leaving space. And if he goes over to this middle because, well, the middle's good and the middle's an option, then he's screwed. Then you're leaving all this space. This is where the space is. Attack the space, okay? And setters need to create space and then attack the space, okay? And I can go into that deeper if you guys want me to in a different video, but I think you guys understand it. But based on, I talk about this all the time, is like making certain people dive with other people, like, but like making the middle an option and then moving him over makes the middle follow that middle, and then that creates space right there. Attack that space where however you can, okay? They don't call that a dunk, or they don't call that a carry, do they? I mean, that's legal. Come on. Allow it. Allow it. I mean, this is a nice placement of it. Because first of all, it's in the seam, which is really nice, and it's really good contact. But it also like drops in front of them, so they're both leaning forward trying to pass it. And it puts Brazard in a tough situation, but I mean, he does this, and then, I mean, he's a beast, so why not? He can handle it. He can handle a weird situation, of course, but still, like, why not put them into a weird situation, see if they can handle it, you know? I'd take that gamble all day. Why not? Floater, a little float action. I mean, they're passing these floats with their platform anyways, but that's why it's important to drop it short so it's still on their platform. Really nice. Sani almost gets him there. Almost. Just doesn't close the space of the net enough, it looks like. Jordan Ewert, I don't know if he had a good game or not. I mean, I think he's American, so of course I'm rooting for him, you know. But we'll see. I'm not really sure what his deal is. Ooh. Sani going for that third blocker. Great job tracking the ball by is it Romano here? Can't tell. No, it's Effie. So when you're blocking, especially in in all situations, just make sure you're tracking the ball. Because if you see a guy going like that, like he's gonna throw the ball, you gotta get ready and move your hands around so you can do stuff. So you do something about it instead of just being his tool. You know? Like if you're able to adjust to his swing or whatever he's doing, then you're no longer just a tool to get used. You're something that he has to really adapt to. I really like this tip too. Off the side of his hand, just down and out the court. I mean, there's just not much to do against it. Out of bounds. We're getting out of bounds. We're getting missed serves. We're getting missed serves out here. Ooh, and then we got an ace right in the seam. Look at that again. It's a beautiful serve. I mean, look at this. Right in the seam. And it's a tough seam to take care of, too, because, yes, the ball's cut into him, but it's right on this guy's right foot, you know? It's a really tough pass. Oh, boom. Really good. Really good. And that's partially why I like it when righties serve from the 6. Because I feel like it just makes the seams a little bit more confusing, if that makes sense. Sorry, I'm turning my heat up. Let's see this puppy again. Jensen Mad School with an ace. A little tape. A little off the tape bouncer. Yeah, that'll happen, huh? That'll happen sometimes. And then Jensen Mad School rips a little hybrid, a little float action. I mean, look at how high that puppy is. It's moving though. Look at the movement on it. It does move. That's what I mean. It just floats. You're tracking it. You're trying to find where it is. It's tough. Really tough. Oh, look at that block move. Aggressive. Look at how look at his footwork. He really tries to jump as high as he can there, and then dives his hands. And as this guy's hitting it, look at how he just twitches and just tries to block it a little bit more. Okay, let's watch it one more time. Bang. They keep it alive. Great cover by the libero there. And this is the stuff I love. This is Jordan Ewert just being smart. You know, you just got blocked by him, why not just throw it into him and make him try and figure this out? And this will get you kills sometimes, is because I mean most people can't really control the ball when it's here. Okay, let's watch that one more time. Just smart, throws it in there. And again, I've said this before. If you're doing this, make sure you hit them on their forearms and stuff, because if it's in their hands, they can grab it and figure something out. If it's in their arms, they can't do much about it. They're completely out of control with it, and everyone's just gonna try and back away, and then try and do that. They're just in a bad situation already. You know, you're gonna get free balls off of it. You're gonna get kills off of it. Very rarely are they gonna be able to find a good swing off of that type of thing. Oh, look at the movement on this puppy. Going back and forth. Yeah, again, this is a really nice serve. And like you can't tell until late. And then it just, look at the contact on it. It moves around. Hard to track, and they're completely out of system. That's like right there. I don't think we've seen an ace out of any of these reverse floats, but we've seen them get out of system almost every single time. I mean, have we seen anyone dime a reverse float yet in this game? Beautiful by him. Like, I mean, that's just genius. That's just genius. You got to find ways in weird situations. How can I get this ball right there? By going like that. And he practices this. I guarantee you he's practiced this and he's worked on that. And that's not the first time that he's doing it, you know? Like, he's done something like that before. Ooh, hello. He drifts away a little bit, but that's still a really good adjustment by that. You know, great choice and great deception by Brizard, because he's like leaning down like he's going to set the outside. Like, this just makes it look like he's making it easier to set this outside. And of course this guy bites. Gets faked out. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. Let's watch that one more time. Let's watch that play progress a little bit. The pressure's on him because he's really the only option. He leans down like he's going to set him and then just flicks it upward. And, you know, Effie kind of drifted away from him a little bit, but still adjusted and figured out a way to hit it. Romano getting an ace for him. We got 1917 Verona up 1918. Great serve by him. Look at how he reaches and just serves it downward. Like, that's such an aggressive serve, man. Yeah, it's in. That's a really nice swing. I mean, triple block. Can you swing to that deep corner? Yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. Very nice. Very nice choice. Oh, I think you got it. Yeah. And like right here, this is why it's good to have a reverse float here and there, because these guys come up like he's gonna float it, and then it hits deep, and they're like, oh, dang it, you know. Oh shoot, they challenged it. Still, same principle applies though. Like, even though that ball actually was out of bounds, it's okay. Letting that ball drop there, I like that so much. You know, there's a big difference in space from here to here. You know, so you go here, like you would be hitting it up here, but then you just let the ball drop here and just tip it there. And then look at where the block is. The block is far from it, trying to figure it out. He gets tooled all day. It's a beautiful, beautiful choice there. Wow. Lots of reverse floats. And finally somebody dimed it. You know, you can't do it all the time. But even when they get when they dimed it, they still get a block and they find a point. The reverse float is one of the best serves in the game right now. And they're in system right now. You know, kind of like a B plus connection. Maybe a B connection with the middle there. Oh, good block. Good dive with the hands. And again, like, he's blocking, he's reaching over the net, and then he finds the angle. But he's reaching over the net first. Okay? He's not just going straight sideways. He has to be forward as well on the block move. Good choice. Go to that guy. Jordan Ewert. I mean, this is a smart play. He's against a big triple block. This is smart. If it hits them, it's probably hitting Brizard's right arm, which either means if it hits the edge of it, it's going over here and it's a kill. If it hits the inside of it, this libero's covering it pretty good. If this happens, then they're out of system. You know, like, it's playing your cards, man. You know, like, oh, it's a beautiful swing as well. volleyball, man. There's so many different options. You just have to play your cards right and figure out. Like, you have to know what the outcomes you could possibly get will be from each swing that you would do. You know, like right here, he's thinking he's gonna try and go off the hands. Maybe it's a tough one. Maybe it's a tough choice there. Maybe that's the wrong choice there. Probably is. He probably could have tooled it, swiped it, done something. You know, the swipe is really good if there's no replay system, because like the swipe's gonna go to the hitter every single time. But you know, there's definitely gonna be situations where see a ball, Verona finishes the set. There's definitely so many situations where, like, I mean, just personally, I swipe someone and then, oh shoot, there's a little fruit fly. Sorry, let me replay this. I swipe someone and, like, if there was a slow-mo replay, that's off me all day, you know. But ref gives the swipe to the offensive player usually. Lots of tips right now. I mean, you see it all. Like, this is just, they're chopping it, trying to go to open space, and the swing loses it. The swing was the error. You know, like if anywhere you swing, it's gonna be an error. Yeah, obviously you're gonna tip it or do something different with it. So first of all, you gotta develop that bag of tips, that bag of tricks, you might want to say, you know. But also, you just need to work on making those decisions, making the correct decision when it matters, you know. Oh yeah, beautiful. And like, I mean, I've talked about this many times. Look at how he drops his hands at the last minute, like he's gonna set the middle, and then just finishes it right over top of that hitter. Oh, it's beautiful, man. Beautiful choice. It's deceptive. It's beautiful. And like, I mean, you know, hitters need to have a bag of tricks, but setters do too. And setters need to be able to know when to use each trick, you know, like dropping the hands like that. What's happening here? Come on, load. Okay, there we go. But anyways, setters need to have a bag of tricks. And setters still need to know, like, first of all, another bag of tricks right here. Something in his bag of tricks is he turns fast as he's setting, like he's gonna set the middle, and then he just pops it right over the top. Okay, bag of tricks. But then again, you have to know when to use those bag of tricks, same as a hitter would. You know, liberos, I don't really know if you need a bag of tricks. I mean, the only time that you would be able to maybe trick some people would be out of system setting, and that's, I mean, it's tough. There's only a few. I feel like there's a very limited amount of tricks for that. But again, like right here, you saw that play where he popped it over the top to Maar as he did this, but now he's turning really fast and then throwing it to the middle. And like that just creates a little bit of space, makes him a little bit late, makes that middle a little bit late, gives Simone a great opportunity to hit it here, but still. Oh, look at that, man. Another great serve. A lot of floats. Let's see what happens off of it. Oh, it's a dime. It's a dime. Lefty tip. Jordan Ewert being smart. I'm going to have to check the stats. I hope he had a good game. He's a good player, for sure. He's a good player. I mean, he's playing for Verona, so not much I could really say bad about him. He's playing for Verona. He's living my dream, you know. Regular float serve. They use the screen. You know, so many people are so obsessed with the screen here in Denmark. I don't really care about it. I really don't. Like, oh wow, I can't see the server for a little bit, but the ball's gonna be in the air over top of your head soon, anyways. So beautiful swing. I mean, that's just a nice swing. Being able to hit angles, being able to hit where you need to at the specific thing. Another lefty tip. Lots of tips this game. They're playing real saucy. You know, I call it sauce. I don't know. Other people would probably call it something else, but some people would call it sauce, as I would. And that's a really good choice by Maar. at some point he realizes, okay, I'm losing this joust, and then he throws his hands away, backs away, pops it up, and then they can find a swing off of it. You know, winning a joust like this, winning a straight up joust like this, you know, it really isn't always the best option. Okay? Because if you can turn it into your own team's swing by popping it up like that, that's good for the team. But also my ego, I would love to just make sure that they know that I beat them in a joust, you know. But like, I mean, if you can strategically give up on a joust, you know, and a play like this, a lot of the time, not always. So don't just do this willy nilly. But a lot of the time, people will drop their hands. The people will drop their hands in this situation. So like you could just swing like this, you know, and this one just breaks through there. It just sneaks through, but still, you know. I mean, like when it's a really really hard set, and the blockers just drop because they don't trust that the set can be up or anything. But that's the thing, is you gotta listen, okay? Because if you don't hear someone say drop, 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 or down, 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 or off, 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 whatever it may be, then you have to assume that they're up. Okay? Like I mean, Maar didn't seem like he did, but look at this transition here off the triple block. Let's see how he does it. He rounds it. It's a round approach, and then that step close off of right here. Look at that point of contact. I've been saying this so much. That point of contact, that anti-penultimate step is right here, and then he just takes his step close, boom, drops it inside. Drops it, takes an angle, takes a nice swing. I gotta pee. Time out. Okay, we're back. You know, volleyball, it's like solving puzzles. You know, each play is different. Each puzzle piece is different, you know, and each puzzle piece fits in a specific thing. You know, like one serve's going to work in one play, one serve's not going to work in one play, one swing's not going to work against a certain block. You're solving puzzles out there. You get a puzzle piece, you get this situation here, you get this set, that's a puzzle piece, and then you gotta look here. Okay, where's my puzzle piece? Where does this puzzle piece go? Boom, off the hands. That's where the puzzle piece goes. You know, you got to be able to solve those situations. You know, it's so much about situational awareness, and that's why I'm glad that you guys are watching these videos and trying to take part in this, because you gotta, like, to understand the puzzles, understand more puzzles, and understand how to solve more puzzles. You gotta understand. You gotta be able to see more puzzle pieces. You gotta be able to understand the pieces. You gotta be able to see them. You gotta be able to understand volleyball. You gotta watch a lot of volleyball. You know, and I think this is such an important piece of being a great volleyball player, is just knowing, oh, this worked right here because this guy drifted away, but yeah, whatever. You know, ball died inside, I still have to go out there. You know, every situation is different. You just gotta figure it out. And you're gonna have to try some stuff. You know, it's not always gonna work. You know, like this, and like right here, you look at this puzzle piece, okay? Sometimes in volleyball, you can jam a puzzle piece where it doesn't belong, okay? Right here, he's jamming this puzzle piece into a spot where it doesn't really belong. This is his puzzle piece right here, okay? This is his angle that he should be swinging at. Or sorry, this is the area that the puzzle piece needs to go, and he jams it into a different spot. Sometimes it works, sometimes it still works, but that's not how you should do puzzles, you know? Like, that's not how you should play volleyball. You can't just force puzzle pieces into it, you know? Sometimes if you're really really physical and you can just jump super high and hit super hard, then you can jam a lot of puzzle pieces where they don't belong. But like when you get against players that are also super physically gifted and just very, very good, you're not going to be able to jam any puzzle pieces anymore. Kablam. It's a good swing. And again, like right here, he gets this puzzle piece, he sees where it goes, throws it right in that corner. Some puzzle pieces will work. some spots on the court fit a lot of puzzle pieces into them. You know, like that deep corner swing. A lot of puzzle pieces go into that deep corner. Whoa, what happened? Uh-oh, uh-oh. What's happening? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Scary. You know, I'll tell you guys something right now though. If you're getting bumped and you're like, "Oh shoot, I think I might get injured." Just like don't put any weight into your legs, okay? Like right here, look at how Maar does it. He gets bumped. He's scared that he's going to land on somebody. He just lets all the weight go off of it. I would rather fall from here, fall from up there, than put a bunch of weight into my legs, try to land, and then just destroy your knee or roll your ankle or something like that, you know? Hey. It's a really nice swing. Really nice cross swing. Cross swings are also a beautiful, beautiful puzzle piece or area that fit a lot of puzzle pieces, you know? But every situation's different. You know, you just gotta find out. You gotta figure out ways to solve that puzzle. Solve the puzzle, baby. Jordan Ewert, you should be pressing more as a blocker. And I mean, I would say this libero maybe needs to be outside of the block there. But where'd it go? Did it go right on him? Right in front of him. Yeah, I mean, that's a good swing. Really nice swing. And that's the end of the third set too. It stinks. It stinks. Oh, great set. Great set. I mean, he knows that this guy's not really, he doesn't have that much of an approach. Scanferia. Nice set though. Really nice set. And then Romano just kind of rolls it right into the block's hands. Yeah, you gotta go over the top of those blockers' hands there. Because if you put it slow into a blocker's hands, they're gonna be able to do whatever they want with it. And it's just like, nah. You don't want to give them that power, you know? You don't. Ooh, hello. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Hello, buddy. Wow. Whew. Wow. Very nice there. Very impressive. Jordan Ewert getting another tape serve. And Maar, I mean, I like this choice by Maar because he's right in motion. He's right in motion. You know, he times it well, gets up there, swings right in between. And I mean, with that one, I would rather someone just be super aggressive and swing deep, swing hard and deep on that type of thing, and not worry a crazy amount about angles because, you know, they already have to decide if they're going to jump or not. So like you kind of have a pretty good chance that you're not going to have a triple block up with you, you know, most of the time. But hey, again, like I said, every situation's different. Beautiful. Beautiful choice. Well, beautiful deception. Look at how he just pulls his elbow back a little bit. Look at how he jumps, pulls his elbow back. That's what gets him. That's what gets Simone to jump because Simone's here, and then he sees that elbow, and then he goes, "Oh shoot, he's actually gonna hit," and then he doesn't. I would have loved him to set this guy here though. That's the only issue I have with it, and I'm not sure if he gets the kill or not. Whatever happens, happens. It's still a kill. You're still getting someone a solo block. But a no block is better than a solo block, you know? So, yeah, you guys know how it is. That's Sonny. Is this Sonny? Yeah, it's Sonny. I assume Sonny's an Italian dude. Shoot, I should have gotten more. It's okay, I got honey. Okay. It's a nice tip. And you know, this tip, if you're in trouble, and you just like really don't know where the puzzle piece goes, sometimes you just gotta give it to somebody else. You know, give the puzzle piece to somebody else. That's what putting pressure on a team looks like. Okay. And then now you put yourself in a pretty good situation because now it's just two options. Okay. And this guy's kind of like a 75% option. You know, you can really this outside here. You can kind of assume that this guy's not getting set. Okay, it would have been a great choice by Brizard to set that, but still. And again, he's done this twice, maybe even 3 times now. This triple block, ball's tight, but it's really high. You get it up high, you get it over top of that block, power tip it right there. Right there, right in the middle of the court. Because this guy, when he sees the tip, he's going to run up like that, like it's going to be a normal tip. And then this guy's going to be like, oh, shoot, what do I do? He's locked back here. Like, it's really hard for him to get that ball. And that libero just doesn't really do much. It's a really good option. You know, there's a guy that I'm playing tonight in a playoff game who's done that a few times to us, and I got to make sure I'm really prepared to, once I see him start tipping, if I'm in the 6th spot, run forward, get ready for that tip, because he's good at that. That's like his favorite thing to do, I'd say. Maar, let's give him one. Give him heck, Maar. Yep. Look at that. A little popski. Just make sure it's down. Just a little fister, just to make sure it's down. Might as well. I like Jordan Ewert. Just keeping him honest. You know, even if his best serve is the reverse float, keeping him honest and just making sure you're spinning a few of them. It's just a good choice. Let's see. Oh my goodness, this is quick. And you know, it helps to be tall in this type of scenario where he can reach pretty high over the net without like giving away that he's gonna do it. Like he can just do kind of a half jump and do it. But yeah, it's good stuff, man. Lots of good stuff. These players are phenomenal. Phenomenal. A great reuse here. Throws it right into the hands. And it's got to be quick, too. Because if he goes slow here, if he tries to reuse it by, like, going slow, then these guys are just going to throw it down. But they don't have time because it hit them so quick, they didn't have time to do that. Look at this transition by Romano. Gets around the setter. Goes back. Rounds it out. Let's see where the anti-penultimate step is. Again. This is where the anti-penultimate step is. It's inside of where he's trying to approach, and he's still able to do it. Like that's, if it's a quick scenario, you have to be okay with that. You have to learn how to do that because it's going to make you an option. It's going to give you opportunities. Like you're going to be a great hitter if you can transition like that and hit it with a rounded approach. And like, I mean, Simone, you can see Simone's hands here. He gets the block because it hits his elbow, I think. But also, like, you see his hands. He sees that this guy's tipping, so he, like, tries to throw his hands back to the middle of the court. So if he gets hit, then it's either going down or it's not getting tooled. You know? No, there's no pipe. Short serve this. Now there's no pipe. Now it's 3v3. The odds are even. Oh, shoot. Keita's in. Oh, my gosh. Keita's in. Did they go double sub or just straight up sub? Straight up sub, getting Keita in there. I like this choice. Let me explain why he chose this. I think why I assume he chose this. Because Keita's coming in. Keita just got in here. In Keita's mind, he's like, okay, I'm gonna get my own guy. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. But then Brassard's like, no, you're not. Get back here. And boom, he goes right into the open space. Bang. Kablamo. Really good choice. It's like hide and seek, you know? Like you got two good options over here. And then peekaboo. There's Maar. Mar's the face going peekaboo, you know? What am I freaking talking about right now? Whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just happy. Today's a good day. You know, that's the only thing. Today's a great day. I got a playoff game today. I'm hyped for it. Hopefully we got a good home crowd, you know, a good crowd. I mean, look at this crowd in this game. Holy crap. It's a whole stadium filled with people. Okay, but yeah, crowds make a difference, even when they're not on your side. I like it when people trash talk me a bit. I like it when fans trash talk me. It gives me a little energy. Keita doing his thing. Ooh, hello. You know, even just doing this, even just doing a little, hey, just makes him, just kind of slows him down here a little bit. Just doing a little arm pump. You don't even have to really jump. You just do a little arm pump here, and look at how they kind of wait on it, get ready to jump, and then now they might be late over here. It gives him just a slight bit of an opportunity. I don't know if he's calling semi, if he's calling high there. Jordan Ewert might tip too much, though. But, I mean, against how big of blockers he's playing against, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. How tall is he? Maybe 6'3"? Yeah, something like that, probably. I don't know how tall he is, but... yeah. And if you're swiping this, if you're doing this, either if you're reusing it, you got to go towards the people that are covering. So, like, usually not on the edge of the court. Usually people cover you right inside of where you're taking the swing, okay? But if he's trying to swipe here, he's got to really, really go off, you know? Maybe that's just an unlucky one. Maybe he obviously was trying to tip it towards the middle so he could reuse it towards the middle, but if you're swiping, you got to make sure. And look at this. Like, Jordan Ewert's undersized, but he goes over the top here, and it's still landing in the corner because it's got topspin on it. It might have hit somebody's hands. Maar's got to play it. Good choice. Jordan Ewert, he's hitting the tape so much. He's hitting the tape every time, man. This guy, who is he? Boalenta. I saw him playing right side in a different game. Did he foot fault? Oh, you silly goose. I would never foot fault in a playoff game. I did last game in the 5th set. Well, technically. My coach and all my teammates said that I had space still, but it got called, so can't do anything about it. After a nice serve run, too. Well, during a nice serve run, and that's how it ended. Bunch of crap. Let me serve you, you bad ref, you. And again, like, this is why when he drops his hands like this, that's why these guys bite. Because he does set him here. He hits his window here. It gives him a really good opportunity. But you have to use that for its designed purpose sometimes too, you know. Okay, good swing by Maar, off the right hand, off the edge of it. It's a beautiful swing, man. You know, he's still, like, you have to aim deep into the court again, because if you aim deep, it's either hitting the fingers or it's hitting his hand. Okay, because you don't want to aim for their arm if you're swinging. Okay, you want to aim for their hand, just to give yourself a good chance, you know. Because even if you make an error to what you're trying to do, you don't end up actually making a true error on the stat sheet, if that makes sense. Overpass because of the reverse floats. The reverse floats are so nice. Nobody goes for it. Nobody does anything. Oh my gosh, that's so frustrating. I feel bad for that guy. I do feel bad for him. Sorry, Sonny. Hey, a little delay action. A little delay. Make him think they're tipping. Hit it right over the net there. Hang time. Bang. I like it. I think that's a fun choice. I mean, especially against a big blocker like that, too. You might as well. And right here, this is to get game point here. We got 24-19. We got Romano back there serving. He misses his serve. Come on. But hey, Kita's back there. That's a good person to have on the line if he's trying to save your game. Whoa. What happened here? Just slipped through his hands here. Maar sees that. Look at how it's like a semi-tempo. He's jumping in, and he knows his feet. He still has to jump inside, okay? He still has to keep jumping forward. Bang. Finds an angle. I thought that was a pretty good game. Thanks for watching, guys.